Hi everyone. Welcome, welcome. I was like, oh, we should play 80s today because we need they got like the vampire kind of vibe. And then on this playlist it's like gotta work and I'm like, "Ah, that's so fitting. Wow." Oh, what a the juxtaposition of listening to this song and playing Star Rail. That's so funny. That is crazy. Anyway, how are you guys doing? I'm a little sneezy because I just finished doing some chores around the house and a little dusty. It's a little dusty, but we're Gucci. We're Gucci. We're gonna draw our two new OCs a little more because they still need to be developed. I didn't have time to really. Oh, I did do some thinking. I just didn't do any like drawing yesterday, but how was your guys' weekend? Let me know. I had a fun weekend. Yesterday I went over to a friend's house and we did some swimming in her pool. Actually, like swimming was like, I don't know, like maybe like a quarter of the things that we did. Wednesday season 2 just came out, so we were watching that. We watched the like 4 hours worth of like episodes, and that's what we mostly did. And then we watched Sakamoto Days and also Love and Deep Space, the collab with Sunright, which is like a boba chain, just released or just started yesterday. So we immediately like she was like, "Let's go, for you, so you can get your merch." I was like, "All right, sure." Cool. Like I appreciate like a wing woman that's like, you want your animated men? Let's go. Let's go." And I was like, "Okay, cool. Yay, yay, yay." So that's what we also did. Not gonna lie, the drinks aren't that great, which is a little disappointing for a 11 Deep Space collab. I got the Zane one, which is like a yuzu, like jasmine kind of tea, and it was bitter because of the pulp from the yuzu. Not great. I don't know. Maybe it depends on the chain, which one you go to. Because some people were like, "Oh, the Zane one is so yummy," and I'm like, no, I hate to say that about my man, but did not enjoy his drink. But that was my weekend. This playlist says it has like a video playing with it, so it's like all the music videos and like the lyrics on the side, and it's supposed to be spatial audio too. But I haven't experienced that yet. If it gets too weird, like the spatial audio, if it gets too like distracting, we'll have to change it to a different one. But this is supposed to be all the MV songs, so we're trying something different. I'm suffering with this quest. It's brutal. Oof. Speaking of quests, I don't know. I'm like super. I want to do Bennett's quest and get the outfit, but I don't know if I really have the patience to do it in such a short amount of time. Like I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. I was trying to do it last night, but I was in the middle of trying to do I don't know Mulani's like little event thing, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go on a boat," and then you have to guide the boat and take a picture or something. And I was like, how the fuck do I do this? I'm stuck at this little thing because I have no idea how Natlan works, where it's like you transform to this dinosaur thing and then you make structures or something. I don't know. And then I was too tired to maybe I was too tired to figure this out or to understand what they're telling me or what to do. But they're like, "Oh, you can't make the structure," and I'm like, "What the fuck am I doing? How the fuck do I do this? They didn't explain this to me." So I'm just like, you know what? I'm too tired. I'll do it tomorrow when I have more brain power. Cause I want the Bennett outfit. I want the Bennett outfit. You got it in one sitting? That's impressive. Cause I think it's like what 1,200 like summer spray points. And I was looking at all the quests and it's like, oh, you need each quest gives you like 30 or something. And I'm like, 30 summer spray points per quest. I'm like, oh fuck. Also, not to mention today, my left arm for some reason is really sore. I don't know why. It started doing this last night too, like while I was in the middle of like hanging out with like my friend. Maybe it was after swimming or something. Maybe I didn't even do that much activity honestly, but for some reason my left arm is sore today. But we're gonna fight through it. So if you like, if you hear me pause for a second, it's me hitting it, trying to like massage it a little bit. Okay, I'm okay. Trying to shake it out too. Maybe I slept weird too. That was my weekend though. It's like mix of fun and like not hammy pulled a hamstring. I think it's in my shoulder, but it's either my shoulder or it's like in my lower arm near my elbow. Weird. I don't know. Okay. Maybe I was just too tired to do. By the way, can I bring this up? But like looking at the Natlin models versus like Aether is crazy. Like the difference in quality is crazy. Like I can't like every time Chaska is on the screen, I'm just like in awe. I'm like, oh my gosh, she is so pretty. Mulani, is that her name? Mulani too. They're like so pretty. And then I look at Aether and I'm like, what the? I'm like, You need a bit of a update, boy. Like a little bit of some TLC. I heard that they're redoing some models. Like, I think hopefully D-Luke is one of them. Everyone's like so excited for D-Luke's model to get updated. But yeah, it's crazy the quality difference. Okay, we're ready to get sketching. I don't know what we're gonna draw. I'm low key. There's like a pose I have in my brain, but I don't know. I'm a little shy. It's not. I say like in my brain it's like spicy, but it's actually not that spicy. They're just like looking at each other, and I'm like, in my brain I'm like, oh, that's too much. That's so scandalous. Sorry, I'm singing bouncy in my head. something spicy. What was I doing? Oh, I remember. Hold up, let me switch to gaming too. No, not gaming. What's wrong with me? Art. I just want to do a more like intimate quote unquote. It's not that bad. But let me think. Oh, this one's a good one. Oh, but it does require me to do a side profile, and not my strong suit. Believe it or not my strong suit. Over the weekend, like on Friday, I think too, I also discovered like my the way I drew heads was kind of weird. Okay, so can you indulge me a little bit? So I used to draw heads, like you would draw a circle and then I would add the chin on top and the eyeline would be like down here. But I think that kind of ruined, or the proportion is a little weird because it makes the cranium too big, the fucking head too big. So you kind of have to like split it like this and have the eyeline rather here. But that's like, yeah, like slightly better. I think that's how I was looking at like a speed paint of an artist that I follow on TikTok, and I was like, hang on a second. I've been doing it not wrong per se, but I was like, maybe that would be a little better. Cause sometimes I'll look at my art and I'm like, damn, I don't know, the top of your head seems like really big, but I think I know why now. But anyway, I'm not gonna be able to utilize any of that if we're doing a side profile, so that's fine. Anyway, okay, this pose. Okay, I'm kind of shy. I don't know. I want to do it, but I'm kind of shy. This isn't even anything like Sandoz, but I'm like, like if someone walked into me or walked in on me drawing this, I would feel a little like embarrassed, like, oh my god, I love the song. Anyway, all right, good practice. This is for good practice. You know, I don't even know if I really knew how to draw a side profile, if I'm being honest. Is that how it goes? I'm also still trying to find out how to fucking draw noses. Uh-oh, okay. So, wait. Also, I have to establish who's who in this reference. Should I, like, copy and paste it onto... Oh, yeah, that would help me. Then I don't have to keep looking at my other monitor for this. I can just have it on the side. But it's kind of scanned. Again, I'm gonna put it up here, and your guys are gonna be like, Masa, this is nothing. This is like not spicy. It's like kind of there. Okay, put it on the side so that no one thinks I'm crazy, or no one thinks I'm weird. There you go. kind of spicy. I mean, look at that. The tension, bro. The tension. Like, nothing is necessarily happening, but just the tension between these two. That's what makes it, like, spicy. Okay, anyway. Let's just draw this. Let's just draw this. This is my descent into madness right here. Also drawing side profiles. Definitely gay, but not spicy. I know, but I'm like kind of shy about it. So I'm like, oh, it's the tension, bro. It's the tension. Anyway, yeah, I did some thinking over the weekend, and I have thought more about their lore. These two, Nyan and Luo. Well, it kind of started with like trying to figure out their last names, and I wanted them to be of like Chinese, ethnically Chinese, I guess. I don't know why I'm saying it so weird. I'm just trying to, I can't find the word to put it. Anyway, they're Chinese, right? So I was like, oh, what would be some good last names? And I found some, I've come up with like really good ones. So Nyan's last name is, oh, I don't even know how you fucking say this. My English brain is like shui, but I think it's like, hold up. It's like, it's like an accent. Let me find Google Translate. I had to practice this. This is like me with fucking leeway characters all over again. Let me hear it. Can you guys hear that? That'd be so funny. Okay, stop. Shui. Shui. Okay, anyway, but it means snow. Or if you do the accent differently, it also means blood. So I was like, oh, that's so creative. And then, what is it? Luo's last name is Shen, which I think just means like something like darkness or something. Or like dawnbreak or something. I can't remember, but I also stole that from Love and Deed Space. Anyway, so they're Chinese, a little bit more lore. But I think they're from, I decided to make them from Hong Kong because that's where all my family is. And that would give me a reason for why Nyan looks so like Victorian, or like you could say like, yeah, Victorian, British. And that's because Hong Kong had, for the longest time, had British, even still to this day, has British influence. So I was like, oh, that makes so much sense. And then I was like, oh, if I look at the history, maybe I can find out how old these characters are. And I decided they're like, what, 1946? That's the year they were born, which would make them like, what, 100 something about, or no, not 100. Oops, my math is wrong. Like 80. And I was like, this makes so much sense because that was like the start of when British influence was coming in, or like when Hong Kong started like fully westernizing. I was like, I'm so smart. Research, history, this is all where it's at. It's all coming to me. It's all connecting. And it's great. All right. Oh, I should draw. Okay, we have to draw the other guy too. The other guy. We have to draw Luo here too, because then that would help me with this, just to establish like where everybody is. We'll put that on a separate layer. You know, okay, I don't know how to draw hair from a side profile, so that's also gonna struggle. And how big do I make the head? I don't know. But yeah, how was your guys' weekend? Let me know. I know some of us did some fun things over the weekend, and I would love to hear it. If you can tell me. Oh wait, is that too angled? Hold up. MCR, yeah, tell me about it. Your concert. Crazy experience. That's nice. I don't even remember the last time I went to a concert. Whose concert did I go to last? It must have been BTS when I was like 16 years old. That was the last concert I went to, and I want to go back to one, but you know what's so sad? I think concert tickets are getting more and more expensive, and every time I hear about it, it's like I feel like I'm just never gonna ever go to one. I don't know. It's just so expensive. Oh my god. This fucking, I think I'm drawing this wrong. Okay, this would be easier if I did it on one layer. Because I keep going back to the original drawing and trying to fix it. Maybe we'll hear about it later. But, is this even their height? their accurate height. I'm still trying to figure out like what kind of weapons to give Nyan. I did have this idea where, because I was like, I forgot that vampires can't stand in the sun, or they can't be in the sun. I was gonna say light, but not light. Period. Like the sun. It's specifically the sun. I was like, oh, that means he has to carry like an umbrella or something. And it came to me. It came to me. I was like, oh my god, give him like a blade in the umbrella handle. That would be great, because then one, he doesn't have to carry it on his person, like on his belt, which was like a concern. But he can carry it in the umbrella, and he would have the umbrella on him at all times anyway, so it was like perfect. But now I'm sort of like, does he need a blade of some sort? Because if Luo has a scythe, then I don't know. I feel like there has to be some sort of balance. Not sure. Wait, I think this height is, or their height. This is height accurate. This is great. This reference is working out for me so well. Although I think he has to be a little closer. Guys, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Move closer together. Okay, let me think. Space. Think of space. Arm there. Also, I drew the arm wrong on this one. I think it should be here, rather. Okay. Which one's this one? Which song is this one? Oh, Crazy Form. I see. There is a clip of San at the end of one of the concerts. One of the 18 asked him to open her Labubu, and she got the secret one, and he carried it around like Simba, showing everybody around. Like he got the lucky one for her, and I thought that was so cute. So silly, so silly. Well, that's why I kind of like him. I prefer when idols, look like that or do stuff like that. Oh god, I'm just spamming buttons. Da, da, da. Yeah, yesterday was really fun because it was sort of like my gift to myself to relax. Because I haven't talked about this, but I do get commissions on the side. It's kind of rare. Like this is actually only my second and third commission. So one of the projects I finished was a commission for someone. I like drew them for something, like it was like a follower commemorative kind of thing, which was cool. But I finished that, and then I got like, even before that I've been kind of procrastinating on this, which isn't good. But I finally finished it, so I can talk about it. I animated a logo for a local like dance class that I'm familiar with because my mom takes their classes, and they had asked me specifically because of my connection with my mom. So I was hand animating, and the reason why I procrastinated was because I haven't animated in a while. And doing a logo, it was just like a line kind of logo, like a silhouette of like two people dancing, and I was like, that's really hard. And I was thinking, really, I think I was overthinking it, because right when I started getting actually into it, planning it, storyboarding it, and animating it, I was finished in like one day. And I was like, oh, I can do anything if I put my mind to it. I gotta I forgot I can do that. I have that power. So I finished that 2 days ago. So Saturday was my gift to myself for completing and being free from like any obligation. But it's always nice. It's always nice to be free. Okay, hand. Ooh. Ooh, this hand. Okay. Yeah, again, hand not my strong suit, especially if it's in an angle where you don't see the full palm, and rather it's like you see I call it the butt, but it's like the bottom of your palm. Because some artists, they do a good job of accentuating it in a way that looks, very natural, very cool. But I can't do that. I had to like really study. Okay. Something that also helps with drawing hands is if you break it down. If you break into shapes and then have to look at the angle of where the palm goes. Like, more like, there you go. Okay. Maybe also looking at it in 3D also helps. Like a box. There we go. This is gonna take me forever. Wait, but see, the boxing also kind of doesn't work. Or maybe I drew the box wrong. That's also because it's more like this. Oh yeah, there we go. My art school brain is coming back together. Because the first year of art school, they gave us like basic art lessons essentially. So it's our version of like general education, where it's like you gotta learn how to draw anatomy and how to draw perspective and stuff like that. So this is reminding me of this. The box is still drawn wrong, by the way, because his finger's supposed to go like here. Okay, forget the box idea. Let's not talk about that. Let's just draw. Most of the time, I just draw the hand based on like what I see. I break it down as far as I can, but sometimes my brain just can't wrap around it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm also still trying to teach myself how to draw each link or each section of the finger. Again, I don't draw all three unless it's like a fist. I don't draw all three links. I combine the last two into one, which is easier to draw, but it doesn't look as natural. Okay. Yeah, I know. I feel like a Victorian woman where I'm like, oh my god, he's touching his chin. That's so scandalous. That's crazy. But it's like nothing. It is nothing. This also still isn't. Wait, is this accurate? Or the hand's too big? The hand is too big. Hold up. Yeah, the Wednesday show is, or it's not the Wednesday show, but Wednesday from Netflix on Netflix is, it's all right. I don't know. It doesn't have the same vibe as the first season. I do like that we get more Morticia and like the whole family itself, Pugsley and stuff like that, but all the other characters are kind of meh. Like I hate Enid more than I did in the first season. I don't know. Also, Netflix is starting to do this thing where they break up the seasons into two parts. They did it with Squid Games, and they're continuing that trend with Wednesdays. So there's only 4 episodes to this, and they were like, the next parts they'll be out in September, and we're like, what? September? Why do I have to wait till September? Very annoying. I don't know. I'm still hooked on it. I'm still trying to find out what happens, but it's not as good as the first one. I don't know. It's lost its charm, and I think it has to do with the writing. Okay, what the hell is happening with this hand? The fingers have to be a little taller, like up here. Ooh, I'm glad we're getting this hand out of the way. My motto is that you get the hard parts out of the way first, and oh yeah, this is definitely a hard part. Yeah, I was gonna give myself tomorrow to sort of finish up like the summer event for Genshin, but who knows? Maybe I'll do it today because I'm not doing anything. I did before stream want to work on more concept stuff for this. I still need to think of a name too. I joked around with a friend being like, what if I named it like anime titles nowadays, like modern anime titles? She was like, oh, like what? And I was like, I don't know. It's like those titles where you just basically just say out the entire plot. So it's like, what is that? I'm a vampire homicide detective and my best friend is a grim reaper trying to take my soul. That kind of thing. Or like something stupid like that. And she was laughing. She was like, that's really good. I think you should keep it. And I'm like, no. Never. Or it's like, my best friend is a grim reaper. I don't know. That's also kind of I feel like that's already taken, but to something of that extent, I think it would be hilarious. Is that enough space? Is that too much space in between? Yeah, this is too much space. The first link of the finger is too much. That's better. But oh my god, don't do that. I hate that. Yeah, this is I keep saying this. This is hard. This is really hard to draw. Also, his hand goes in like that, I think. There we go. There we go. Just slowly fixing it one part at a time. It's like a sculpture, you know? You build up, you carve out, you build up, you carve out. You correct, you draw something, you correct it, you draw more, you correct it. This is what it feels like. Okay, maybe the hand can be slightly bigger. Okay. This is not too bad. For a sketch, this isn't so bad, but I don't know. Maybe I would like to render this one. If this one comes out okay, I'll render it more. But no promises. This link of the finger is... No, that's accurate, I think. Yeah. Okay. I'm doing this because I'm looking back and forth. I'm giving myself a headache. I'm making myself dizzy doing that. Okay. We need to chill, like, legitimately. Okay, the finger. This finger. Also, the arm needs to be more straight. There we go. That's actually a really good hand. I'm kind of proud of that. Yeah, I think it would come out here. I don't want to bend it too far back, though, or else that's just going to look strange. It's more... I think I curved it too hard. Oh, wait. You need to be taller. There we go. Okay, it like lands right underneath the chin. Okay, we'll put him there temporarily. I don't think he would be that tall, but let's put him there real quick. Then I can break down this, make sure it's not... I also struggle with making like the tips of the fingers very delicate. I don't know, because it's like I'm afraid of making them too pointy where it looks really funny. But if I break it down better... I kind of miss, like, I did like a review of my old artwork like a long time ago, and I noticed that I used to do like squared fingertips, and I miss that. I low-key wish I can kind of go back to that. Maybe I wouldn't do it so hard, but I don't know. Drawing it like that was like way easier. Definitely like a shortcut. Okay, that doesn't look so bad. I think the angle is slightly off though. Yeah. Just gotta rotate it real quick. Okay. Okay, now we can move you back. Okay, 30 minutes in, we're like, at this point, this isn't actually too bad. There we go. Because now we can get into like the more detailed sketches of like their outfits and their face, which that's the one I'm most worried about. I might need to like go on TikTok and like pull up a reference from an artist that I like follow or something, just in case. Yeah, I can't wait to do turnarounds for these guys, because part of being a character designer is doing turnarounds and just having, you know, the side profile, 3/4, front and back. And that will definitely be a good exercise, Because when you do turnarounds, you have to make sure that everything lines up. So, like, even on the face, that should line up somewhat close together. And recently when I did that, I realized that I did not do that. So that's going to be great practice. Also, noses from the side profile. Again, I'm trying not to do that anime thing where it's like that. Which it's not wrong, but it's kind of not the style I'm going for. Okay, let's think. So the nose is here. And the mouth is here. If the ears are like here, I think. Actually, wait, we have a side profile reference. I just realized. Okay, perfect. I think I angled it too far down. I think it has to go like straight, like that. Well, that's too much. I don't know. That is like square jawline. Every time this song comes up, I'm like, again, that pug video of like the pug like dancing like that. That's me. Okay, side profile. Think. Okay, this we can actually go more detailed in. And then how far are the eyes? Like here? I still think the eye line is a little too... Yeah, it's a little too high. There needs to be a little more forehead space. There we go. See, this is why I do this. This is why I put down lines and I break down the face. Because I'm like... If I don't, then some parts get too big, some parts get too small. So at least here I can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay. If we don't have... The picture gets cut off a little bit, but we're gonna wing it and assume that his hand or his other arm would be this way, maybe closer to the body. Oh wait, I can just undo. I think I had it better when I first did it like that. There we go. Made his body a little too thick. There we go. But then I made... Okay, now I had the opposite problem. Luo's body's too small. Wait, is this how I would do it? Hold up. Now this looks weird. Hold on a second. Hold up. I always think I have a good understanding of the body from like a side profile, but then I'll see a reference and be like, wait. I'm like, maybe I don't. Hold up, gotta angle it like... There we go. Okay, that's not so bad. And then what we're gonna have his arms doing. So in this reference, his arms are like at his like front, like they're in front of him like that. But I don't... That's not very fitting for the character. We always just have to do like a straight arm kind of thing. I would love to have him grab this arm like here. But I don't have the power. I don't have the brain power to figure this out in my brain without the reference. We'll see. We'll see. Hi, Shwazy. Welcome, welcome. We're just sketching our brand new OCs. Hold up. Is this right? Is this eyeline right here? Okay, also another problem is that the eyes are... Or not the eyes. The face is also angled upwards, so... Double work for me. Double thinking power for me. Okay, nose is here. Mouth is there. And then eyes this big. Eyebrow here. Some bromance going on here, I see. Yes. Yes, yes, of course. Yeah, something has been. So there's a new summer event. I think every game's having their summer event at this point, but lads included. But some drama that's been going around about the lads event is that in one of the banners, specifically Raphael's newest card, there is a scene where MC is holding Raphael in her arms on the hoverboard, and a lot of the Chinese fans were upset about that for some reason. I think it's just like the what it implies about MC, and they wanted Info to remove it, but Info was like, no, which is good, right? Which is fine, and you don't have to like something, right? But a lot of people, a lot of Western fans took this as an excuse to be a little xenophobic, because they're like, oh, the Chinese fans, oh, they're trying to ruin the game. And it's like, no, we like, hold on, chill, like chill. They only took it out of the promotional material. Yeah, okay. I don't know. I think I actually don't know about that, but I really hope they don't take it out because it's funny. Like it's a comedic scene, and that's fine. I think it's fine. And like if MC can carry Raphael, I think that's okay. Girl is a hunter. She can fight. She has like arm strength. Like there's nothing wrong with that. But that doesn't mean you can be mean to or be xenophobic and be like, ah, the Chinese fans. You can't say that. That's not nice either. So yeah, a little bit of drama, but I just want to enjoy my summer event. I just want to enjoy my guys, my favorite guys in swimsuits, and I want to keep it that way. I think I made the nose a little too low because I'm looking at the ears. Yeah, I think I made everything a little too low. Always a struggle with this. There we go. That looks a little more proportional. I don't know. They don't need to take it out. I think it was fine. It's just a funny little comedic scene and that's fine. Yeah, I think like the Western fans need to remember that a lot of the stuff wouldn't happen. We wouldn't have a lot of this without the Chinese fans. Because yes, it is a Chinese game, and like, do people like notice like whenever we get free what is it tickets, wishes, or anything like that? It's always because it hits the top charts in China. That is like most of the time, most of the reasons why we get those. So you have to owe it all. You can't be mean, okay? You like just be a decent person about it. Like yes, it's a little ridiculous that they're asking for it to be removed, but at the same time, it's like that's not an excuse to be mean either. Just let me enjoy me on a hoverboard with Raphael, and that's fine. Just let me have my moment surfing with Zane, which oh my god, it's gonna be an insane Zane like the Zane girlies are gonna be spending so much money coming soon because one September right is Zane's birthday and supposedly his third myth is coming out too. So I'm just like I got reminded of it today on TikTok and I was like, shit, you're right. Oh my god. I'm so glad that I gained like so much. I didn't pull for like Raphael's third myth or Xavier's. So like I have like 7,000 gems just like saved up being like, oh, please be nice. They try to push Caleb as an American. I think it's because he does look Asian, but when you see like the actor that Caleb's face was based on, it's like, oh god, like this man is Chinese, like fully. Okay, noses not my strong suit, especially in side profile. Okay, let's break this down. Let us. Ooh, I still think that I made the eyes too big. I always do that. Ooh, okay. Also, this is too. Wait, is that right? Maybe I put the face too out there, the chin too out. Let me think. Yeah, maybe I did. I don't know, but it's following the circle. Hold on. Wait. Wait. Oh, I'm using so much brain power trying to figure this out. Hold on. Is it? I don't know. My brain. Ah! I'm like doing math, geometry, just being like the space. Pythagorean theorem. How the fuck do I draw from a side profile? Wait, the outfits will only be in the lunar shop? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me! I wanted Zane's. Oh my god! You gotta be kidding me! I never have currency for that. Like that's for. I think you have to spend like a whole lot of money for like lunar. Ah, you gotta be fucking kidding me! No. Okay, but to be honest, like there's like two sets of swimsuits for the guys, right? There's like this black, like mostly black version, then there's this colorful version. I hate the fucking colorful version. It looks ugly as hell. So that one I'm not so sad about. Like I wasn't gonna buy them anyway, but the normal swimsuits, please, please. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, we need a reference. I need a reference for this shit. No, wait, MC's outfits are also lunar? You gotta be kidding me. I really like Caleb's swimsuit. Like MC's swimsuit for Caleb. The red is so cute. And then Zane's, we always had to get Zane's so that we can match. But you gotta be kidding me with this. Fuck, this banner is actually pure greed. Oh my god, that sucks. Are you kidding me? Summer's ruined, guys. Summer is over. You gotta be kidding me. Whatever. As long as I get the card, I'll be fine. I can live vicariously through my MC, I guess, in the one card. She doesn't have to wear it on a daily basis. Ugh. To be honest, I don't. I treat I treat the guys better than myself. It's a little sad. I don't have a lot of outfits for MC. I think mostly because they're just not my style, but I do feel bad. I genuinely feel bad that she has like 3 outfits. Every picture that I take with the guys is like the same 3 outfits while the guys are all dressed up and accessorized. I feel bad, but at the same time it's like, Although the new outfit for Zane's birthday that got teased is, I'm very excited. That one I will actually buy. If it's Zane related, I will buy always. Hold on, I'm trying to find this artist that I follow on TikTok. I mean, it's the beach one, right? It's a summer event where they're shirtless and doing beach stuff. So of course their info's gonna like try to monetize the most out of it. Because they know what we want. They know what the people want. Unfortunately. They have more solo pictures than with MC. That is also true. Every time when I log in to the game and Zane's wearing like a new outfit, I always take a picture of him. It's so funny looking through like my camera roll on Love and Deed's face. Okay, I don't know if this is like actually helping me. Hold up. Oh my god. I don't want to draw this. Okay, we be brave. We must be brave. Fellas, we must be brave and we must draw a side profile. It must be done. We cannot avoid this. The strong urge for me to not draw this, but we'll be fine. We'll be okay. Everything will be alright. I'm just not used to drawing noses. Like, I'm so used to just being, like, the anime nose where it's, like, that. Or, like, really cute and, like, little like that. You got level 100 affinity a couple days ago? That's insane. That's crazy. Congratulations. I'm jealous. I'm actually not that far. I think I'm, like, level 80. But I want his rings. I want the rings. I also want to unlock, like, every interaction that you can get with them. So like hand holding, like gifts and stuff like that. I want all of those. Congratulations. You're basically married now. Good. Hold up, this comes out too far. Shit. Because then it has to come down like here, which that's really big. What the fuck? Well, okay, so there's a little bit. It like comes out a little bit, but not too much. So 11D Space is having a collab with a boba chain called Sunright, and it just started yesterday, and I got there at a good time, so I was like, all right, I should probably secure the Zane merch. So I got it, and they gave us a coaster, a sticker. So there's a coaster of Zane normally, and then there's a chibi sticker, and then they gave us a cup sleeve, which is just like the cup sleeve is a little boring. I'm not gonna lie. It's just like Love and Need Space X Sunright. But anyway, I got the Zane flavor, and it's a jasmine tea with like jasmine jelly and like yuzu or something, and it doesn't taste that great. I'm a little disappointed that it doesn't taste that great. So I don't know. We'll see. I am gonna go again with another friend so I can like claim either Silas or Caleb merch. But I thought like the drinks would be kind of good because it's like an established boba shop. But mine was bitter. The Zane one was bitter, and I think it's because of the yuzu skin that they put in it. But I'm like, oh great. Crane game with game lost. But yeah, every week when it's like, play day, I play with all the guys every week. No guy goes unplayed, or like no attention gatekeeps. I never buy extra turns with the play dates. The only time I do extra stuff is when there's like a new kitty card like mystery thing, like the wedding one, like it's limited, right? Like I tried my best to get all kitty cards or kitty badges, is that what they're called? But alas, no luck. Yeah, there's also like a fully decorated like themed shop in Little Tokyo, and I saw TikToks about it, and it's really cute. They have all like these cardboard cutouts, the whole store's decorated, and I really want to go, but going to Little Tokyo when you're not a local sucks because you have to park. It's always crowded, and like parking costs money. So I'm like, I'll just live vicariously through all the other people going. But goddamn, I want to go take a picture with a Zane cutout, like a life-size version of Zane. I want that so bad. Anyway, sorry, hold up. I'm still trying to get a reference for a side profile, but it's harder than I thought. Ugh. I'm like trying to scroll through a TikTok, but the TikTok keeps like buffering. Okay, I think. Did I do the eye too far apart? I can do it. Thank you. I hope I can. Yeah, drawing eyes from like a side profile is also an adventure. Because there's like a specific shape. Like they kind of go like that. I think I made it too big. I don't know. Or too low. Yeah, learning how to draw noses more realistically is always a struggle. That's why I'm always referencing other artists, because if they can do it, I can do it. But it feels weird. It's like I'm fighting myself, fighting my own style. Yeah, definitely harder. Hold up. I'm like going back and forth. I'm like, reference here. Reference here. Draw over here. Reference back. Back and forth. Back and forth. I think the nose comes out too hard, but I don't know. But if I do it like this, then I don't think it goes out enough. I hate it. I hate doing this. Okay, hold up. Hold up. Think. Think. You know, like when you do something scary, you have to sort of bounce it out. And some people they watch like puppy videos and stuff. I need a puppy video or something for this. I like I want to like draw something on the side, like something different, so that I don't have to deal with this. Hold on, actually, this isn't turning out so bad. What the fuck? I wasn't putting any effort into this, and I was like, wait, wait a darn second. Skirt. That was cute. The other day or yesterday I went out, right? And I left around, I don't know, like 11, have lunch with a friend and hang out at their house, go swimming in her pool. But anyway, I came or this morning I went to go get to the mailbox and I saw that there's a notice that a package had come for me, but no one was here to sign it. And I was like, what package would this be that they need a signature? And then I realized, God, it's my Plave album that I've been waiting like 2 months for. It's their Japanese debut album that finally got to my house and I wasn't here to sign it. Now I have to wait till tomorrow for them to come back and drop it out because the post office isn't open today and the mailman isn't delivering any mail. But I was like, shit, this package I've been waiting for. If I only waited like 1 more hour, it would have been in my possession. But oh God. Unintentional lock-in, yeah. That's how it feels. Oh my God, this nose is actually still like ugly. The side profile is gonna be the death of me. Like this is technically right where the nose starts here in the middle because the bridge, right? I mean, okay, it doesn't look bad. I still think, okay, now my next problem is the lips. Because it goes down. I saw this TikTok where this girl, I think it was satire, but she was crying and she was like, guys, I just found out I can't be my dreams of being a K-pop idol are crushed because the distance between my lip and my nose is too wide. And then she pauses for a second. She's like, also, I'm fat. And I was like, okay. I was like, oh. But the nose to lip thing, that's like actually a thing that they measure, I think. So I wonder if that's I wonder where I fall in that. I should look it up. But I was like, girl, I feel that. How long does the distance between my nose and lips have to be for me to be a K-pop idol? Google's like, what the fuck? Wait, okay, this is the AI overview, so I don't know if I trust it, but it says there's no specific distance, but the ideal philtrum length is generally around 11 to 15 millimeters, with the shorter distance preferred for a more youthful look. This is according to like K-pop people or K-pop TikTok. But 11 to 15 millimeters, huh? Someone pull out a measuring tape. That's interesting though. But she was like, and then the comments were like, "Well, I just found out that my filtrum distance is too long or too short." Okay, but this isn't looking so bad. I never know whether to draw like the lips connecting or the mouth connecting to the lips. If I do it like that, does it look weird? I know it's probably like the beauty standards or like stuff like that. It's based on the beauty standards, blah blah blah. But I'm just like curious to like how specific it is. Like do they measure like if they measured my face, like pulled up a ruler, stuff like that. Imagine like I audition and they're like, I'm like, all right, do you want me to dance? And like, no, not yet. Just stay there for a second. Then they pull out fucking like measuring materials, like really in depth things. I would laugh, but also I would cry. Okay, how to draw nostrils? How the fuck? People are gonna be like, Masa, what did you do for 3 hours? And I'm gonna be like, I don't know, drew a side profile. Struggle to draw a nose. Should be like straight. No. That looks so weird. Every time I add nostrils to my noses, it all goes downhill. But I'm trying. I'm trying! I wonder if the eyes are too... This shit hurting my soul. Anyway. Yeah, do they get everyone... Yeah, like, do they proportion everybody? That would be funny. I think that'd be hilarious. In a not so funny way, but... Wait. It's more like... Okay, like drawing eyes like that. It's so weird, though. I don't ever draw, like, the middle of the eye. I only draw, like, the top corner and then, like, the bottom. So when I do it like this, it feels really weird. Like, drawing it all the way across also feels weird to me. Yeah, my style doesn't translate well when I do a side profile. I don't know. They do it like I don't know if K-pop companies are like really in depth with it, like the measurement and stuff like that. But I think it would be funny. I'm sure they just look at you and then they're like, yes and no. Like they don't have to think twice about it. There was a show or a clip that's gone viral recently from a reality TV show where it's about like I think it's like about trainee K-pop idols and the whole thing is like a competition and stuff like that. But one of them was like, I want to be the lead rapper. And he was like, can the leader of their group was like, can you be something else? And he was like, no, why? He was like, you just don't have the look of it, the height for it. He was like, and at first I was hearing that, I'm like, what do you mean it's not the height for it? And then I saw him dance with his group and it doesn't fit. He's like everyone's like I don't know like 5'6" and he's like 5'2" and dancing among these guys and it's like oh I see what he meant. Yeah, it kind of ruins the mood. Okay, this isn't looking awful. I think this is too far though. Like the distance between the ear maybe is like around. No, wait. Okay, maybe here. I didn't have it off that much, but here there's a little bit of a fix. There we go. Okay, this isn't so bad. Okay, we're cooking. Okay, the bottom lip is a little too big. I'm realizing that now. Okay. 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 This looks so weird. I feel like this is this looks very different from when I draw front view or like 3/4 view. Like the proportions are very different. But this might be a good teaching lesson. Like what I learned here, I could probably utilize it in my 3/4 view drawings. Okay, too far. The pupil goes out too far. Because these are eyelashes, so they should go farther. There we go. Okay, okay. Now, hair from the side profile, I don't know how to do. So, okay, let me think. Okay, think. At least I know, like, where the sideburns go. That's obvious. It's like it's on the side. Yeah, not awful, but also it just feels very strange. Very different from my normal style. You know, I realized the other day that I've been posting my VODs wrong. And I think this is on YouTube's fault, okay? I don't think this is my fault. Because there's like hashtags versus tags. So in the title of a video, you can put up hashtags, but there's also something at the bottom, like when you're posting or doing advanced settings on your videos, called tags. And I just read this very fine print thing where it's like tags are not necessarily for like don't work necessarily as hashtags and are more for like captioning things. So if you tag a word, then the caption will, or if it hears it, then it knows what word you're putting. So I've been hashtagging my videos all wrong. I've just recently fixed that and noticed a huge difference in like viewing, and I was like, YouTube, what the fuck? That's not fair. But now you know. Now I know. But I was like, that's stupid. Why would you call it tags? Call it something else. Okay, hold up. How does this go? So if you have a thingy that goes like that, and your bangs go out like that, and then it goes in like that, or hmm, or hold up. Okay. Cooking. I had to like in my brain like beautiful mind it where I have to spherically think about this in 3D and then like there's an image in my head where I turn the 3D image. My brain's really working hard today. Which I guess is nice because yesterday I didn't do any drawing, so this is like a 180. This is too close. I forgot about the nostrils. Oops. I don't know. Did I make the bridge too high? What is the bridge? Wait. Yeah, did I make the start of the bridge too high? It should start above. So even I still even drew it too low, but I'm playing around with this. Hi kingdom, bye kingdom. Yeah, if anyone's curious about like the Sunright collab, so I don't know. They're like some of the drinks did have a bit of like correlation to the characters that they're attached to. So Caleb had like this apple with agar boba kind of drink, apple tea with agar jelly boba or something like that, and that's kind of fitting. And then like what Zane's is like a jasmine thing, which that's fitting. But the rest I can't exactly pinpoint. It's like Silas has this oolong tea, I think, with like not palm, it's grapefruit. It's a grapefruit flavored tea. Raphael has a matcha and milk tea mix, and then Xavier has this taro slushy icy thing. And I was like, I mean, they don't necessarily remind me of the characters, but all right. Realistically, drawing bangs from any other angle, but straight on is so hard. I know. At least for like straight, like if you have cut bangs, I know it's like that, right? But with anything, with any other shape, it's like I can't wrap my mind around it. Like, okay, let me think. This is how I would do it. Usually I would break up the hair. I would draw out where the part starts and then have the hair shape where the hair would come down. But I don't know. He's supposed to have like that swoop kind of thing where it's like they push it to the side kind of thing. I don't know how guys do their hair, but sort of like that. Sort of like Zayn's haircut, which I half stole from Zayn. I should like open up Love and Deed's face and just pull out like the AR thing and or the photo booth thing and just copy it. I think so. Okay, I can kind of understand this, or this is my theory, and it does make sense, but at the same time, it's like I wish they were a little more creative. I just feel like all the ingredients that they just had on hand, and therefore had to sort of plan around that because they didn't want to buy any new ingredient. Because I guess if there isn't as much of a popularity, then it would be a waste. So that's why they didn't go out of their way to make anything new or like directly correlated to the character. Because I think even if they like dyed the drinks like a pretty color, like purple for Raphael, then I think that would work, but they didn't. So, yeah, I think it's because everything they had was, or everything they're using for the event is just stuff that they have on hand. Which, again, is not a bad thing. I understand, but it's just kind of sad. Oh, also, this character has glasses. How am I gonna draw this? Also, I'm really scared to flip this from the side. Okay, it's not terrible. I think the eye can come like. Never mind. I don't want to mess with it too much. Yeah, I can't fucking draw the hair. What the fuck? How? How do I do this? Side view glasses, oh boy. Oh. Don't even get me started. We should do the hair on a different layer. I can't. My brain can't comprehend. Sorry, Neon, you're bald again. I can't, you know what, whatever, it's fine. I'm really afraid to also make the under sketch like any lower opacity because it's going to reveal the detailed sketch that I did. And I don't know if I'm going to like it or not. Okay, hair, huh? Hair. Yeah, I should literally like pull up Zayn, but that's going to take too long. I wonder if Pinterest has like a side profile of Zayn on here. Let me see. Lads, Zayn, side profile. Oh, yeah, they do. All right. Problem solved. Not from the right angle that I need, though. Okay, yeah, I think there's this diagram that someone made, and it's a really good. It really helps you think about how the hair falls and like where that is. I can't pull it out though. I still think the eye is kind of too far apart or too far. No, actually, it's not. Okay. Stuffed out Long John Silver's. No, that's nice. I've never been or never. Yeah, I've never been, but very cool. Okay, and also, yeah, there's this reference where it breaks down the parts of the hair, especially for an anime style. So it's like this is the front, and this is how it would look like on the side, and it kind of color codes it too. I won't pull it up, but just know that it exists, and that's helpful. Yeah, how do I don't know how to draw fucking hair from the side. I also think I made, yeah, the head needs to come more this way. I have to move it like here. Yeah, that looks more accurate. Okay, that kind of helped. Fixing it a little bit at a time. Okay, think if the part is here, then then I don't know. Also, drawing hair from the back is also a struggle. I never know how to break it down. Okay, and the hair stops, comes down here. I think that's too long. Yeah, but it like curves from here. I don't know. Winging it. I'm sort of like using observational knowledge to do this, but I don't know if it's correct. I'm trying to look. I'm looking back and forth from reference to drawing. Just trying to figure out how to fuck. Okay, the problem is we don't see this where the hair flips up or goes up and then falls down. We don't see that. I feel like it's not gonna look like the character if you can't see that part. Okay. I need to find that reference where it breaks down the hair, and I should show it to. I should show it on screen for like the fellow artists, because it is helpful. But I'm just lazy, and therefore did not bring it up. Here. Okay, found it. Who is this? We're drawing Nyan and Luo again. Because I am obsessed with these two. Still trying to figure out their vibes. Okay, so yeah, this is a really helpful reference where it's like this is what this would look like. Which, yeah, that does make sense. Hold up, let me flip this. The horizontal. Yeah, this is actually really helpful. How like the front view translates to the side view, color coded, and so that I just found this on Pinterest. I don't know who made the original, but oh boy, okay. With this in mind, let us continue. Yeah, is this still accurate? No idea. Also, the nostril keeps getting to me. There we go. A little better. Possibly. Okay, think if. Okay, so if the hair comes down like that. Okay, hold up. This comes down. Wait, this comes down here. Oh boy. Hold on. My brain. Okay, this comes down here. If I don't know how to draw this guy's hair from the front view, then drawing it from the side is definitely going to be like a struggle. Okay, I have a reference. I don't need to do this on the side. Just draw it. Let's just go. Hold on. Wait. This comes down here. Then there's another part that comes down here. And then and then I don't know. This comes down here. This would stick out though. It doesn't look like him. That's that's also something that I'm complaining about. It doesn't look like him. It's not him from like. There you go. Help. There you go. That helps me slightly. That makes me look. That makes it look like him a little more. Unrecognizable without his glasses. They're kind of low on his face though. Hold up. There you go. Okay. That kind of soothes me. That makes me relax. At least now it looks like him. And I'm not freaking out. Okay, we're looking at this again. Then this comes out like that. And then it comes down this way. Yeah. Wait, but it's the opposite way. Hold on, let me flip this back. The amount of references I have for this is insane. I feel like, okay, hold up. It's more like, let me grab the top part of this. Because I need the front view to be this way, because that's what the character looks like. But then I need to flip this so that he's looking the same direction as our character. Here we go. Because here, that helps me think about it a little better. Okay, part here. Here comes down. No, other way. Huh, wait. Ooh, my brain is like... I'm trying to translate it. Like, what part is which? How do I draw this? Because technically his hair swoops this way. But if that's not right, because the part is over here. This is hard. This is too difficult. Fuck it. Okay, whatever. It's supposed to be a sketch, but I'm taking way too long trying to figure out the technicalities of this. There you go. Okay, it's kind of looking like Nyan now. I was like, why isn't it drawing? It's because this is in the way. Okay, you know what? This is the best we're gonna get. I could go into more detail, but I'm not going to. I could spend hours trying to figure out the technicalities of everything and make sure everything is where it's supposed to be, but it's supposed to be a sketch. Alright, details, details, details. Now we can put some clothes on him. I hope we can get into sketching Luo at least. Yeah, so we'll see. Okay. Always fix it up later. Yeah, hopefully. We'll see. I have a bad tendency to want to delete everything after seeing it. I'm like, maybe I should just start over. But this isn't a bad base. I need this to come out a little more. Okay, these lines are not perfect, but okay, it's fine. Okay, we gotta stop touching the hair and start to draw the other parts of his outfit. Okay, collar comes down here. Comes down. That's too big. Okay. At least I can reliably draw the clothes, and that's fine. At least his body's at a 3/4 angle and not on the side, because that's less thinking on my part. But, but the collar on his jacket, that's a whole other thing. Yeah, I don't know how to draw clothes from any other angle, so we winging it. Okay, yeah, the angle of the jacket collar, I don't know. It's supposed to stick out like this, and I assume it would still do that. But would it like curve like that? Maybe. And then it comes out further like this. Okay. I always have to remind myself that I nothing is too hard. Or I can do anything. Literally I was commissioned to do something a little out of my comfort zone, but it was like animating adjacent. But I had to animate a logo, and I hand animated it like two silhouettes moving. And I like procrastinated for 3 weeks not wanting to do it because I was like, oh, this is so hard. But when I actually sat down to do it, it took me like 2 days, like 2 days flat. And I was like, oh, that wasn't that hard. All right. Always have to remind myself, like, you can do it. Just have to sit down and work on it. Okay, his arm goes down, or the elbow gets. Is that even where his elbow would be? I don't know. I don't know. His arm seems too skinny. Ah! Okay. Yeah, this is weird. This is not how. I think his arm is too short. Like, wouldn't it be here? I don't know. Okay, whatever. And then his arm comes out, his shoulder comes out. Here, some wrinkles. There you go. I don't know how to draw wrinkles in clothes, but that's fine. Not wrinkle. What is it? Folds? Fabric folds? Yeah, no idea. Alright, whatever. Alright. What's next? Maybe I made his head too big? That's what it feels like. A little bit. Huh. Yeah, Yeah, maybe I made the body too skinny and the head too big. Whoops. No, lasso tool. Yeah, hold up. So I'm like, this jacket looks so small, but should have a little bit of like weight. Whoops, no, stop. Yeah, that looks a little better. There we go. That's more proportional, I think. Now the jacket doesn't look too small or cutesy. There we go, cut into that. Whatever, wrinkles and clothes, that's fine. As long as it kind of looks like it, we're okay. All the sketches that we've been doing of these two characters interacting, I've just been calling them like almost concept sketches. Because we are still feeling the vibe of these two guys. But I feel like every day, the more time that they've existing, like the more I like think and figure stuff about them. It's like there hasn't been a day where I haven't thought about them. I was driving in the car yesterday and I was like, I don't know, maybe I'll just listen to music. But when there was like time in between where I couldn't sing to a song, I was actually like cooking up ideas. And I was like, huh. Because I think before that I was like, I'm not that type of person who like drives to go to think about things or like thinks in the car. But then I prove myself wrong right away. Okay, I also have been thinking about this, whether or not I want to keep the ends of his sleeves folded, because it does make a cool silhouette, but I feel like it's a little too Victorian or like Gothic. I wonder if I should just keep it straight like this. So rather than having it folded like that, just have it straight, like a more modern kind of look. But his jacket already does look very Gothic, so I don't know if changing even a slight detail will make a difference. Okay, not bad. Not so bad. Yeah, but straight or not? Straight sleeve like that or folded like that? That is the big question. I haven't drank water in like an hour, 30 minutes. That's great. I should drink water. Hold on, let me take this time to like. It's important to stay hydrated. And let me, while we're here, look at this. Yeah, I don't know if straightening out his sleeve will make a difference. We just keep it the way it is. Hey, now it's also a good time to save too. We get to name this file. Yippee! We're naming it live. Oops, I didn't mean to hit my mic. I was just trying to get my mouse. What are we gonna call this one? I still don't have a name for this series, so I just been calling every sketch that I've done like Neon and Luo together, or like Neon Luo doing this kind of thing. So this one is Neon Luo. We'll call this Intense Stare. There we go. Just in case I get hungry because I didn't eat before stream. I do have a bag of banana kick on the side, which is like a Korean corn puff snack that's banana flavored. I was a little skeptical at first, but I heard like Korean influencers talking about it, and I was like, hmm. I mean, it doesn't sound too bad. I'm gonna try it, and I love it. I love banana kick. Now every time I go to the Korean grocery store, I buy a bag. Intense staring contents. Yeah. What happened here? I feel like. Okay, what happened? I don't know. Again, we can't keep messing with the hair. Even though I want to, we should not. And then this comes down. Tie comes out like that. Then it, um, then what happens? I guess maybe you dislike banana. I actually typically I dislike banana flavored things, but this one's not too bad. I think it depends on the flavoring of banana that you use. With like Asian products, I actually don't mind it. It's only when it's like Americans trying to, or like American products trying to do banana, where I'm just like, ugh, like like Laffy Taffy, their banana flavor is awful. But for some reason, like for like banana milk and banana cake, it's like, oh, this is great. This is delicious. So I think it has to do with like the flavoring or whatever they put, whatever flavor profile they try and put in. I feel like the tie, the knot of the tie is a little too small. It should be like that, where it sticks out. But yeah, I used to be like a no banana product period until I was browsing in the Korean supermarket and I heard that banana milk was good. So I tried and I was hooked. Banana milk is so good. And then slowly banana cake came into my life. I don't know what Laffy Taffy did, but they did not do banana good at all. So there's this thing online where I don't know how true this is, but they say that banana flavored things are based on a banana that doesn't exist anymore. So like the food flavoring that Laffy Taffy uses is supposedly based on a banana that used to exist, but it doesn't anymore. So that's why there's such an imbalance of it, or there's such a, yeah. Whenever you taste a Laffy Taffy, it's like, oh, that's not banana at all. But technically, it is banana. It's just not a banana that we're used to. I don't know how true that is, but that's sort of the theory that's been running around for years. But I still don't think it's good, and even if it is like a this I don't know this extinct banana, I think we should change it. Okay, I did not do this collar correctly. It should like curve this rather. There we go. That looks a little better. Yeah, like it makes sense, but it's like that's no excuse for why it tastes disgusting. You should keep up with the times and change it. Disgusting. I can't stand Laffy Taffy or like taffy period. Like not my kind of candy. Like saltwater taffy, stuff like that. Like I never liked it. Hold up, the angle of this tie is not correct. Because it does not align with everything else. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it came to me the other day that most, if not all, of my OCs wear ties, and I don't have a reason. Only I don't know. I think for business casual it looks good, but also in like a fashion form, it's kind of cool. So that's why most, if not all, my OCs wear a tie. That also made me realize that most of my OCs are in uniform or wear some kind of uniform. Just like funny, just like a funny theme that goes around. It's like my trademark. Ties and X marks, those are my trademarks. the tie. Would the vest come down like that? I guess so. There we go. Okay. Just like you. Exactly. See? So you can see the trends everywhere. Like it never escapes. You know it's a Masa OC if they wear a tie or have an X design pattern. You make your designs well regardless. Ah, I appreciate that. That is my goal. Okay, is this okay, hold up. Sleeve. What song is this? I've never heard of this one. It's you. That's funny. I didn't do that right at all, but still. I knew it was coming up. I just didn't sing it well. I did it on purpose. I was like, yeah, let's play 80s today. They have like a vampire kind of feel. And then like the first songs that played on this playlist was Gotta Work. And I was like, well, that's not the mood I was trying to go for, but I'll take it. I'll take the motivation any day. Gotta work. Gotta make that money make purse. Okay, is that accurate? Is this a good? I think. My friend that went with me to the lads like boba event, she doesn't know anything about lads, but I think I'm cracking her down. Like I'm slowly getting her to like get into it and play it with me. I already did it with my friend Mitsuki. I'm the one who got Mitsuki into lads. It's all my fault. And I'm just slowly recruiting more and more people. But she was like looking, trying to like learn all the characters' names because the drinks they have correlations to the characters. And she was asking me about it, and I was just kind of laughing. She was like, I saw something where like it's kind of spicy, kind of not. And I was like, that's kind of rare. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't brought up anything about like any of the Deep Space trials or anything like that, all the grindy like stuff like that, because I'm afraid it's gonna deter her. Because I feel like when people go into labs, they think, oh, it's like there's all this dating stuff and it's like spicy, and I'm like, that's like not even like half of the game, honestly. But I haven't told her yet because I'm afraid. I'm afraid she's gonna like it's gonna deter her away. Plus, it's like a canon event, you know. Everyone goes into lads thinking like, oh, I'm just gonna hang out with this hot guy all day. It's like, nope, you gotta fight monsters too. Just a canon thing that everyone has to go through. So why would I be the one to take that away? All right, the sleeve or the bottom of the sleeve, the cuff has like a little indent, but I never know how that works. I think it's on the side, right? Typically, stuff like that is on the side. I think you can go through the game without any combat. I guess you could. Well, okay, so the story does have moments where you do have to fight, but I guess other than that, yeah, you really don't have to if you don't want to. Like, I never touch any of the stuff with what? Like, fucking Abyssal Chaos. I hate Abyssal Chaos. And I hate what the new one that they put up where it's like, oh, you're on an island and there's a fucking flower you're trying to find. I'm like, I don't care, but there's rewards. The problem is it's the rewards. You get so many gems and wishes from doing that. It's like, oh, damn, suffer and get currency or be broke for this new event. It's like, You gotta pick. And I hate it. Yeah, banners, audios. It would get boring. Yeah, and also a great way to get affinity with your man is to literally go into combat, do combat stuff. I get so much XP from doing like Deep Space trials. But God, it's so much work. Am I the only one that's stuck on the senior level for the what is that thing called in lads where it's like, oh, you got teens, there's the senior level, junior level, stuff like that. Like I can't do senior level. It requires so many of my cards to be so high level, and by the time I get them high enough, like the teams or the category has already changed. And I'm like, fuck, now I need to level up different cards. So I just have given up after like junior, like beginner, whatever junior. I can't. I have to like really, really grind, or I have to wait till all of my cards are just so high up that I can just like pick teams and add them in. It sucks. Cause it's like a one and done kind of thing. Like once you do senior, it's like you got nothing else to work for, cause you already have gotten the rewards. So it's like shit. Now that's the only thing I have left to do for that part of the game, and I can't do it. I don't have enough materials to level up or to send my cards. You're trying to brute force it and see what happens? Good luck. I swear to God, every time it's like buff up your cards, I'm like, I bet, like, I take that very seriously because they're not kidding when they're like, oh, you gotta level up your cards. They're not kidding. You can kind of get away with like one or two level difference, but if it's like 5 level or even like 10 level difference, it sucks. You're not winning. You're not winning that. Sometimes I do that with the Deep Space trials. Like I kind of just like see what happens, and then I get my ass kicked, and I cry about it. But it's like, what did you expect? It told you. It literally told you to level up your cards, and you didn't listen. The Hunter contest. That's what it's called. I just remembered what it's called. Yeah, I can't. After junior, I couldn't do it. I was so proud of myself that I was able to get all my cards updated, leveled up, ascended, good cores, whatever, whatever they're called. And I was like, hell yeah! Now the senior one should be just as simple. Nope, nope, wrong, very wrong. This part's too long. Whoops. Yeah, protocores definitely helps a lot. That's what they're called, protocores. Yes, that helps a lot. There's always videos on TikTok or YouTubers like how to properly do your protocores, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I just do the recommended thing, and I'm like, whatever it gives me, I recommend. I don't even have like half of the. I don't really have the companions that the thing recommends, so I kind of just like wing it at that point. Cause like I can't do anything. I just try my best. I level them up. I get them strong. They're not like to their full potential, but it's whatever. Like it's the best that I can do. Whoops, my eraser's too big and I chopped off too much. Yeah, there you go. This is more accurate. There you go. My brain is able to work and actually draw the hand properly. Yeah, if you ever want your cards to be over 60, that's just too difficult. Which sucks because the senior game or whatever I just called it. I just remember the name and I forgot it. But anyway, yeah, like getting them that high is also a lot because then it's like you have to go bounty hunt whatever wanderer that's based on, and the rewards aren't that high either. Wait, that's another thing that I had to do. I had to, I forgot I had to like do the other, finish up the trials for the bounty hunts. I think the maximum level that I've gotten with those is like level 7. I can't get level 8, 9, or 10. So every time it's like, oh, I gotta level up, I just do one of them. I never do the highest level because even then the rewards are not that great. If wait, there's an achievement if you do 5 battles in a row. Really? I think yeah. If you just stand, I remember there was one where if you just stand, you you get it. You get an achievement. I was like, really? And then I did it once, and I was like, oh, there's like a ton of hidden achievements, stuff like that. Okay, where are we? Okay, hopefully in the next hour we can draw Luo Infinite and at least have a good base sketch. I mean, hopefully I just can use the knowledge that I got from drawing Neon and keep and apply it to Lua without struggle, but we'll see. The thing that I'm working on in Lads recently is trying to just get all their workout outfits and even get the medal that you get when you work out with them for what is it, 60 days or something like that. So right now I'm trying to do Raphael's thing, or not Raphael, Xavier's thing, just trying to get the medal. I got his outfit, which is nice. It's just the stupid medal that I want, the hanging thing. So sometimes I'll just make Xavier work out while I'm doing something on the side, which is really sad, but you know, like, what are you gonna do? I'm not gonna work out with you. I'm doing something. I have to do other stuff. I like the sleeping thing that they added in Love and Deep Space, but the one thing that I really don't like is that if you're how do I explain this? If it just puts them, it makes them go to sleep in the outfit that they're wearing now. It doesn't put them in pajamas. So let's say Silas is wearing like a full ass like suit, he will wear that to bed, and I'm like, really? You couldn't like put him in like a default outfit. You had to change him before you do the sleeping option, or else they just sleep in whatever they're wearing. And it's really silly. Cause sometimes I forget and I'm like, oh, all right, I guess Silas is just sleeping in a suit, or like, okay, Zane's wearing his Dawnbreaker outfit in bed. That's as he takes a nap. Not my choice, but sure. Hey, you're back. You're so strong for taking a break from your computer. I could never do that. What did you have for dinner? I made Japanese curry the other day, so I will be eating Japanese curry for the next couple of days. Which I like, but after a couple of days you get real tired of it, you know. This how I drew it? Oh yeah, I did. Okay. His apple pin. I chose an apple because it's like a sign or a symbol of immortality, which is very fitting for a vampire character. Yeah, I did some thinking yesterday, and I don't know how I came to this conclusion, but I was like, all right, these two guys, they're Chinese. Like, right off the bat, I knew they were gonna be of Chinese descent or some sort of Asian descent because I am Asian and I like to have my. I have to like. I like to have representation in my characters. But then I was like, oh, why don't I make him Cantonese and make him closer to home? Because Li Ling, my other OC, is already like Mandarin Chinese. So why not make these guys closer to home? And I was like, wait a minute, that makes the perfect sense. That would be the reason why Neon has like it has like a more Victorian outfit sense in a modern world because he's from an era where Britain took over or had a big influence in textiles and fashion in Hong Kong. I was like, wow, my brain is just on fire today. That's so smart. So I also had to do a little bit of like Hong Kong history research because I didn't know the exact timeline or exactly like what happened and why Britain had control over Hong Kong for a little bit. And yeah, I learned a lot for these two OCs. So after that, I was like, okay, I established just how old these guys are. And I made up birthdays for them. So Neon's birthday is January. I wrote this down. Okay, Nyan is born January 14th, 1946, and then Luo is born November 7th, 1946, which would make them, if we do the math, like if the story takes place in modern times, so like 2025 minus like 1946, 79. History. Had to do a little bit of history. Would that make them old yaoi or no? Old man yaoi? Would this fit into that? No. I'm kidding. But would it? I'm curious. Alright, I think. Wait, is that good? Wait, I'm missing a little detail. There we go. Ha ha ha. Gotta make sure everything is accurate. Whoops. Also, banana pancakes. That's so funny. We were talking about banana earlier because I bought Banana Kick from the Asian supermarket the other day, or the Korean supermarket, and I was talking about my love for banana things, but only if it's made by an Asian company because America just doesn't do banana right, especially when it comes to like candies. We're talking about that. Oh, I forgot to draw like this part. There we go. There you go. His snatched waist. There we go. There you go. That's accurate. All right. Luo, it's your turn. Finally. Yeah, I'm hoping to do refs or character refs soon, but I still have to figure out some things. Like, for example, I'm still trying to figure out if Neon needs a melee sort of weapon. I had the idea because I forgot that vampires can't stand in sunlight, so I was like, well, the only way that I could think to combat the sun would be, unless I make it to Twilight Vampires, I think the only way that I could do it is have him have a umbrella all the time. So I was like, okay, cool, an umbrella. But that's a lot of objects to carry on him. Like a melee weapon, a gun, all his other detective gear, and then an umbrella. That's a lot. And then I was like, wait! Combine the sword and the umbrella together! You could put the sword in the handle of the umbrella! That's a thing that can happen. But I'm like, that's a cool idea, right? But I'm like, does he need it? I low-key just want to do it so he could have the... I mean, he would have the umbrella anyway, right? Why don't we just put the sword in it? I wonder if he needs it or not. Because if Luo has a melee weapon and he has a gun, that sort of bounces out already. Like, I don't know if two melee weapons can work together. I love banana kick. I also love banana kick. I tried. There's another version, or like a sister version called melon kick, and instead of being banana, it's melon flavored, and I don't like it as much. I love melon flavored things. I love melon soda and melon floats, but melon kick does not hit so hard. The bright side about melon cake is that they use real melon, and I can tell because I'm allergic and I got itchy. I was eating it and I'm like, huh. I bought it like it's probably artificial melon. I'll be fine. And then I was like, well, a couple bites in, I'm like, I'm a little itchy. That's cool. They use real melon. That's nice. But flavor wise, I think banana cake is the superior. I love banana cake. I have a big bag of banana cake right here just in case I get hungry. Every time I go to the Korean grocery store, I have to buy banana cake. Umbrella sword. Yeah, I wonder, like if he's gonna have an umbrella anyway, I might as well just give him a sword. Cause my concern is that I don't want Nyan to be put into a situation where his only weapon is a gun, and while guns are strong, I don't know if he can just survive with just that. Because what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do if like someone comes slashing at you? If Luo comes slashing at you, what are you gonna do with your gun? Like guard yourself with the gun? I don't know. I guess you could just shoot him. Wait. Oh, that just came to me. Luo comes at him, slashing, shoots him. Roll credits. Story ends just there. Yeah, I don't know. I would love to do the umbrella sword thing, but does he need it? That's the question. Because what if like he never uses it and it's just the secret thing that he has that never gets used? I don't know. The designer in me wants me to give it to him because it's really cool, but I don't know. Because if he doesn't, or because also if he just has a sword, then maybe he doesn't even need the gun. That also is another possibility. I don't know. Okay, I made the cross too big. Whatever. Whatever. Okay. It's just supposed to be quick. I don't know why I'm like so worried about the details, but there. Good enough. All right, Luo, finally your turn, buddy. Okay, let's see how fast I can do his side profile with the knowledge that we've obtained from doing Neon. I was also talking about earlier how I also established their last names. So Nyan's last name is Nyan Shui, which depending on how you write it, it's supposed to be Shui as in like snow, which is the Mandarin word for snow. But if you change up the accent, it could also mean blood. And I'm like, oh, that's so clever. It's like if you change the way you say it, it could basically mean two different things, sort of that thing. And I was like, oh, that's so smart. I had to consult my Mandarin friend for that. I was like, what's the word for blood? And it was like a whole conversation, which is such a weird conversation starter, by the way. I don't recommend you starting your conversation like that. But, I don't know. I was just in the moment where I was like, hey, what is... hey, friend, what's the word for blood? And she was like, what? It's for research. Don't question it. Anyway. And then Lua's last name is Shen, which I think has to do with darkness. There's no like direct translation, but it means like dark or something like that. All right. Looks like drawing Luo did not help me figure this out. Okay, side profile, side profile. Okay. Oh, okay, actually, wait a minute. I didn't do that bad. Hey, alright. I like it when artists do like a point where like the nose curves like up like that. There we go. There we go. Okay, maybe I made that part too big. There we go. And then, okay, what expression are we giving Lou over here? Like, this could really determine everything about the relationship. If he's like frowning, then it's like, oh, okay, he doesn't like it. But if he's smiling, it's like, okay, someone. It's like, okay, get a room. And in the reference, the person on this side is looking not at him, but I would thought it would make more sense if it was, yeah, if they're making eye contact. How do you convey eye shape when it's from the side? Because I think, yeah, how would you do like a rounded eye from the side? Because it's supposed to be like that, right? Or maybe you would do like, oh, that makes sense. Okay, I just answered my own question. Great. I just needed to talk it out to get there, guys. Sorry. Hold up. How do I draw? It's like Aegyo style, right? Okay. That looked weird to me. Maybe I didn't make it big enough? Maybe I didn't make the eyes big enough? Did ATEEZ do a song in Japanese? I'm just noticing this right now. It always interests me when K-pop groups debut in Japan and make music in Japanese. Cause I wonder, like, if you would be okay with just having your music still in Korean and not having to translate it. I mean, Play did the same thing, so it must be like just like a common thing. But it's kind of like they liked you before you translated it, so I wonder if that's really beneficial. Okay, his eye's too big. I made it too big. Never mind. You know, you could argue that Lua looks better than Yan, and that does make me sad. Okay, well now I think I made it too small. I didn't mean to copy and paste that. Oops, I meant to transform. Okay, I made this too tall. Oh wait, never mind. That doesn't look right either. What the fuck? Damn. Trying to figure out how to keep his eye shape, but he's looking down. By appealing to Japanese audiences, the Japanese tracks make more money. That is true. I mean, if they made an English track, I would be. I mean, they did make an English track. What am I saying? I was like really into it. I was like, oh hell yeah. So it definitely does work. Like I am like straight up evidence of that. Whoops! Why did it move itself? That's weird. I don't know if I'm doing this right. It does look kind of funny to me. Yeah, is this gonna... Okay, yeah. What are we trying to convey here? What is going on between these two? What are we trying to depict here? That's a big question, because that will determine what Luo was doing in the situation. How he reacts to this. does it look funny to me? I don't know. The eye is still not perfect. I'm struggling. Okay, wait. All right, hold up. Cause his eye is supposed to be more like that, but it's hard to convey that from the side. And he's looking down, so that's also kind of hard. Like if I lowered it, I think it would look kind of weird. This is sad. They look like different people from the side. My style does not translate from to the side view. Oh, I still made the head too big. Right. So if I fix Neon's head, then we have to fix Luo's head a little bit. I think his neck is okay. The head itself maybe needs a little bit of an adjustment. There we go. Okay. No, wait. It took his. Wait. Hold on a second. Wait, what layer did I grab? Oh, no wonder. Okay. Do not take that away, please. No. Do not take your finger with him. Stop. There we go. Okay. Okay, if I subtract it slightly. Just by a little bit. There we go. Okay. Slightly better? Question mark? Maybe the eye is still too big. I wonder if I can just make it thinner rather than subtracting the whole, or subtracting, like minusing the whole thing. What is wrong with me? Wait. Cannot speak. Like that? No idea. Also, his chin is like really. There we go. Just trying to soften it a little bit. Because that was really boxy. There we go. I was like, it doesn't look like him. I know what to do. Add back his lip piercing. There we go. I don't know. Does that look okay? Is this okay? This is a little too high. There we go. I can't believe I learned how to do side profiles in the span of one day. This is why you gotta force yourselves to come out of your comfort zones. Okay, what is wrong here? Maybe if we add the hair, we'll be okay. We'll see. Everything will look better when we add the hair, hopefully. Maybe we can hold up. Hold on, let me cook. That didn't do anything. Thought I was cooking, was not. Oh well. Also, now we have the opposite problem. Or no, we have the same problem as Neon, where I don't know how to draw the bangs from this angle. Because it's supposed to like sort of go up and then fall down. But I don't think you would see it falling down. Wait. I was like, this isn't an AT song. What the fuck? They did a cover of this, but I was like, wait a minute. ATs did not make. Where's this reference that I had up that was like super useful? This. Yes, we need this. I need to thank whoever made this reference on Pinterest or posted on the internet and ended up on Pinterest because this saves my life. Every time I need to draw a side profile because I never know how to do the hair. There we go. Okay. Why is he like so much older? What happened? Neon, what happened? Or not Neon. Oops. Oh, we're getting OCs mixed up. That's not good. People don't get their children mixed up. That's not great. I think I made his eye line too tall. Maybe for both of them I made it too tall. Huh, okay. That kind of throws off everything. I don't know if that did anything. That was so minuscule. I don't know if that did anything, but in my brain, I think it did. All right, continuing with the hair. Mm-hmm. Oh, is the playlist repeating itself now? Has it been 2 hours? Wait, that makes sense. Yes, it has been 2 hours. Okay, this goes down here, and then this comes down this way. I think. I'm not at that point yet where I can draw them from muscle memory. But getting there, almost. I'm like kind of remembering how I do things or how I draw them, but not totally there yet. Can't even see his pupils. Also, it still doesn't look like he's looking down. I did something weird. Okay. Kind of. Here, okay. Let me indulge a little bit, okay, guys? Anyway, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like it like that more than the other one that we had. Just a little, you know, a little spice never hurt anyone. Spice, quote unquote. The spice that's going on here is like salt. Not spicy at all, but in my brain, in my little shy little brain, I'm like, ah! Okay, I have the same problem now. I don't know how to draw this part without it showing. Because it's supposed to curve up, but it's the other way around. So I think the most we'll see is this. Yeah. Oh, wait. Maybe... Oh, did I make the ear too far? Is that what happened? Maybe. Like, grab this. Yeah, maybe I made the ear too far apart, so it should be here. Okay, it looks better. Okay, if we did that, then do we have to move the head back more? Possibly. Yeah, it's like when you move one thing, you have to move the rest so that it all fits. Wait, but its part is the other way. Okay, it also depends on where the part of your hair is. Okay, you know what? We're gonna fuck it. Ah, yes, and more motivational, more motivational music. Yes. Oh yeah. Okay, so you would see a little bit at the side. So this part that we have here, where it there it goes. Hey, okay, it doesn't look so bad. That's pretty good. This will definitely help me when we have to do character turnarounds for these two. The more I practice, the less effort or less trouble I'll have when we're doing that. Turnarounds are already hard, but if you pre-plan and pre-sketch like what they look like from the side and practice that, then easy peasy. It'll be easy peasy. I love when characters have this little hair sprout. Very cute. It's like a little sprout. But I also find it funny when anime take it to like a whole nother level where it's like the biggest hair sprout in the world. Or then you have like Italy from Hitalia with like the little loopy strand of hair that he has. It's just fun seeing it. Whoops. Different layer. That's on a different layer. Hey, okay. I always have fun drawing Luo's hair. Just how fluffy it is and how long it is. Very fun. Okay, that's too much. There we go. Okay. Okay, now is his neck too long? Because I feel like the shoulder comes down a little too much. Oh, anatomy. Okay, is that right? Neck long? Question mark? Slightly, maybe? There we go. Okay, maybe that's a little better. This isn't a bad drawing of him. I'm actually not too displeased with it. Well, that's uncomfortable. Never mind. Do you put it? Oh, I don't know. I'm not a guy, so it's like, how do. If you. Okay, guys in the chat, if you were to, like, wear a choker, would you wear it, like, above or below your Adam's apple? Or on top? Do you do it on top? That feels kind of uncomfortable. Huh, good question. Well, yeah, it's like, where do I draw it? Uh-oh. Below? Question mark? Like here? Okay, question. Okay, okay. If it's here, if Adam's apple is here, let's just put it below. But I feel like that would feel weird. I don't know. Putting it above it's not any better either. And for sure, putting on top of your Adam's apple or putting a choker on top of your Adam's apple was not like would not be comfy. You know, the choker thing was a bit of like a stylistic thing. That's also another trademark of mine. My characters always one of them at least has to have like a choker or something. The slight smile, yes. Oh yeah, I made that slight that ever slight change, and I like it a lot. Just I'm like a Victorian woman, you know, like the slight smile. I'm just like, ee, like, oh my god, it's so scandalous. Anyway, the choker was like a stylistic thing, but I think there is sort of like an implication about that because he did unalive himself, so maybe it's hiding something. Not that I don't think this would hide anything, but you know, whatever. It's still the implications are there. Okay, drawing clothes from this side. Okay. I have to like really think about how to draw clothes from this angle. Especially collars. I don't know how a collar would look. Like, would it come down here like that? Or more like that? This actually isn't a bad sketch. I mean, this is technically my warm-up, so, you know, not too bad for a warm-up sketch. I meant to drop before stream, but I just got caught up with, like, chores around the house. But hey, not bad. Not bad. Okay, wait, hold up. I have to think. If the shoulder is here, then it has to come down here. For lunch, I had bulldog carbonara ramen, but I never used the whole packet. In fact, I only use like a drop of like the bulldog sauce because I can't handle that shit. But it was so good. I always had rice cakes, and I tried out this new rice cake that's filled with mozzarella cheese, and it was so good. That's like my favorite like lazy meal. Carbonara bulldog with rice cake and fish cake. Yummy. You know, the more I listen to this song, the more it grows on me because I think I've said this, but I don't particularly like Bouncy. But the more I listen to it, the more I'm like, this isn't so bad. I feel like by the third time we hear this in this playlist, I'm gonna be singing along. It also helps that Yejun from Plave sang this recently on like a variety show. He also knows the dance to it, which was kind of cool. Is this what you call exposure therapy? Okay, think. Is this where the collar would be? Okay, and then the jacket comes down like this. Do not know the exact grip, but we'll see. Maybe I made his body still a little too... No. Oh, I didn't draw his arm. Well, okay. Winging it. There we go. Okay, I was like, this is too small. I think this is the better size. I did want to draw Luo like grabbing Nyan's arm while he's doing this, but I'm a little lazy. Also, that would be too much. I would just be like continuously like forever blushing if I did that. So maybe I'll do it off stream. Maybe. Okay, ties from the side. I think it looks like this. God, the song. I love it so much. Again, I don't know how to draw the knot when he ties his flannel over or around his waist. I don't know how to draw. I don't know how to draw that. I always wing it. I know it's like this, like kind of like that, and that's all you need. Yeah, after stream, I'm gonna have to like draw their faces again because I have yet again changed how I draw faces for masculine characters. Because I got inspired by an artist on TikTok, and I was like, oh, like the way they do noses. That's the big thing. That's my hurdle right there. Just how to draw noses. And every time I find a new way to do it, it's like it changes up my entire art. So I had to really hone in on it and like pick a way to both combine styles. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hold up. It's not a masa style without. There you go. There you go. Ah, that's what that was missing. Okay. That's so funny. Oh, I feel like this Honka is like very intense. Just based on like the very little that I know about Mighty and Finan, just like that, I feel like yeah, it would be kind of intense. Can anyone explain to me like with Honkai about the cats in like a garbage can kind of thing, like their mascot? Also about like Sumeru and those like what the leaf people, because right when I accidentally walked my way into Sumeru, they popped up and I was like, oh, I've seen merchandise of them. I was like, oh my god, it's them, merchandise. Okay, whatever. We don't need to go into the nitty gritty of the stupid wrinkles or in the folds in the fabric. Just have an essence of that. That's fine. I just like the mascots that MiHoYo puts in the games. Like for Zenless, it's Bang Boo, right? And I guess for Genshin, I'm sure they have a lot. But for merchandising wise, it's like it's always those guys in the fucking leaf people, trash cans, and cat cakes. That's what they are. I saw a blind box of them the other day, and my friend was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "I don't know. I don't play Honkai." But I recognize them from Honkai, so that's pretty good. That's a pretty good thing for me. That reminds me, how do you say the MC's name for Honkai? Kalis? Kalis. Is that correct? And are they both Kalis? And it's just like male versus there's like a male versus female Kalis, or are they two separate people like Aether and Lumine or Bell and Wise? A lot of them in game just so happens you resemble playable characters. That's cute. I mean, that's merchandising to the max, you know. His body still seems kind of skinny. I don't. Is this right? Is this accurate? Or is his head still too big? I guess we can always like measure it versus like Nyan's head. It's actually not big enough. Yeah, Kalis. Oh, Kalis and Stell. Oh, it is two separate people. That's cool. Are they related? I always like seeing like protagonists or MCs in games like that. So like for Wu Wei or Wuthering, it's like it's Rover, but Rover is either can be either female or male, but they're Rover. No matter what, their name is Rover. They are Rover. So when it was like two separate characters for Zenless, that was like really refreshing. They're not separate people, but we only. Oh, okay. Interesting. It's always interesting to see like how games like that interpret the MC. Like whether they put in the work of making them separate people or it's just like the same person, but different. Like, what did I see the other day? There was a TikTok of like that scene where, toward the end of Zenless, where the back of the shop almost gets like searched, right? And you had to sort of cover up stuff. For us, because we're playing as Belle, after securely like hiding everything, Belle like picks up her cup and she's like super shaky, which is funny. And I just saw a TikTok where it's like it's the wise version of that, and he's very comic collected. So I was like, huh, oh, that makes sense. But that made me laugh. Just the difference between the two siblings. After a stressful situation, Wise just picks up his cup and calmly sips it, but Bella's just like shaking. It makes more sense if you play it. Okay, well, I'll think about it. That's a lot of games, but I do like again, I really like the designs in Honkai, like all the husband characters. So cool. I think his pin is too big. I made it too big. This should be a little smaller. The problem is if you make details like this too small, then they're almost invisible or not visible to the eye. So you kind of have to make them a good, a good size, or else it just gets sort of lost. And then you put it here, maybe. There you go. Wow, that's interesting. At least there's sort of a spin on it. That's cool. That does make me interested, and that does make me want to play it more because that's a very interesting concept. Oh yeah, okay. So is his head too big? No, wait. I think maybe the body is too small. No, don't do that. Okay. If I just like make it slightly bigger and also move it this way so that there's less room or less chin sticks out. That does kind of mess up everything else, but we're okay. We're okay. It's a lot, but some stories are so good. I would. The more we talk about it, the more I want to play it. Yeah, I feel like his body is a little too skinny. Let's just grab this. And let's make it slightly made enough for uniform. Wait. There we go. Okay. Well, hold up. How big can we go? That's the question. Wait, but that looks weird. Hold up. Wait. But that doesn't make sense because that would mean Lua has to be like way taller, I think. Okay. You know what? I think we're okay. I think this is fine. That's funny. I drew it like way off center. Yeah, I do wish that I had somebody to talk about with like Zenless and stuff. Like I technically do, but sometimes I'll talk about it with Armin and he's like, I don't understand what you're talking about. Let's see, height difference. This is accurate. Is it here? Would it be here technically? I guess so. Yeah, see, that takes up a lot of time, and I don't know if I have the time to play 3 Hoyogins, like all the dailies and stuff that I would have to keep doing. Wait, but now this isn't accurate. Wait. You know what? That's fine. We can leave it here. It might not be height accurate, but I think we're okay. I think we can get away from it. Get away with it. There we go. That looks better. Not bad. Okay. Let me crop this real quick. Yeah, I already play Lies. I already play Genshin, Zenless. That is a lot. Oh, wait. Not transform. Change canvas size. There we go. Crop these. Well, let me finish the game first, and we'll talk. I take a lot from Zenless, like with my art and stuff, which is kind of fun, especially with like Weifei Peninsula, because I did establish that these two are from Hong Kong. They're like native, maybe not native, but they're from Hong Kong, and Weifei Peninsula is heavily based off of Hong Kong, so that'd be kind of cool, just to take reference of it. Move this down. I can't believe we finished a sketch within 3 hours. Especially with like a complicated sketch of these two interacting. I'm proud of myself. I give myself a clap on the back. Hold on, what if I like take it away, period? Yeah, not bad. Very nice, thanks. I guess that's the power of yaoi. Like, I drew this really quick. I'm almost like shocked. A little scared, even. Yeah, I do want to clean this up. I wonder if I could, and maybe like fully render this one day. Maybe I'll establish like their official designs first, and then we can come back to this one day. I don't even know if his glasses are right. I just noticed. 3 hours for a sketch is so long. I take really long to sketch. I hate to say this, but yeah, I take a long time. I wish I was quicker. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just old. I don't know, or like too detail orientated. I have no idea, but I do take a long time to sketch. I've said this. This is why Hawkeye July was kind of a difficult. That's why I only did sketches for Hawkeye July, because it would already take me way too long. If I added like actually like fully rendering every Hawkeye July piece, I would not make it for the entire month. And they were roommates. History would say that these two were best friends, but we all know what's going on here. Just look at the eye contact. Besties. Yeah, history would say that they're besties, but we all know. We all know. Historians would call them the bestest friends in the world, but we all know. It was much more. Yeah, hold up. I just realized, yeah, Neon wears his glasses like way too low. I forgot that some people are patient. I feel like yes, I am patient, but only when it comes to like very few things, like my art and stuff. Otherwise, I'm just like fuck. I'm not impatient. I'm like so impatient. Like let's say for example, Genshin dialogue cannot. Also, would he have like double sideburns? I don't know. Oh yeah, I deserve some banana cake later. Look at the sketch. A treat. I deserve a treat. Let me clean this up though. We have a little bit of time left, so I'm gonna clean up some of the edges. Maybe fix some things a little bit. Not bad for a side profile. I will forever reference this when I need to draw a side profile. You guys ever do that where you reference your own artwork? Yeah, this is definitely one that I will have to be referencing later down the line. Oh yeah, we should save. I haven't. We saved like at the halfway mark of the stream, but then we didn't save after that. Control S, done. Huh, still, hold up, it's saving. It's still saving. Wait, did I click on the right thing? Control S? Wow, it's taking a little bit. It's like, It's okay, other people were here to click save, which is fine. As long as there's someone here to remind me, then I am fine. You know me. Guys, like, I survive with just, like, saving once in a while, you know, so do not worry about me. Don't worry about it. I think that comes out a little too hard. Yeah, if it takes me 3 hours to sketch, you can imagine how long everything else takes me. I should time. Actually, I think if I go here onto Clip Studio and just go into like one of my files, I think it would tell me. The speed paint would tell me. Whoops, click the wrong button. Here we go. Sometimes you just have to skip stuff in events. It's fine. Oh, that reminds me. Right before we were streaming, I was on TikTok and I am so sad that I missed this event in Genshin. But there's an event there's just a previous event where the Natline characters came to Fontaine and what is the bird's name? What is Eva's bird's name? Cuckoo or whatever, apparently commits crimes across Fontaine and has to serve time. And it was just like a compilation of all like the audio or dialogue clips, and I was like, what is even happening? But I'm so sad that I missed it because it's so funny. It's like Riesly talking to this bird, and he's like, "Hey, we gotta have you sign these consent forms." And Cuckoo's like, all right, bro. I'm so sad I missed that event because I feel like I would have had a blast. Good thing there's recordings of that. Okay, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just cleaning up, I guess. Quote unquote cleaning up. I think the reason why I'm so patient with my sketches is because if I know that deep down, if I can draw out everything and have it perfect, then everything else will kind of like come into play. Like line art will be easy because I used to sort of like wing it sometimes. I'd be like, I can fix this in the line art phase, and then I would just be doing the line art, like freehanding a hand, which isn't good. Like, I think it's easier if you just establish everything in the sketch, make sure your sketch is clean, you know where everything is, blah blah blah, work out the kinks there. So I think that's why I'm so patient when it comes to this. Because I know that I will be in a world of hurt if I do not. Don't watch those recordings until you're caught up, though. Hate to break you. I'm technically already spoiling myself because I'm in Natlin right now trying to do Bennett's thing, and I'm so confused about the transforming to different dinosaur kind of thing and how the fuck that works. And I hate it. I'm stuck on stupid Molani's thing because I don't know how to be a dinosaur and work and make structures or something. And I really want to skip it and not do the event, but I want Bennett's outfit. I want it bad. I mean, I went to Natlin and it made me name a dinosaur, and I named him Katsu. That was kind of cute. I watched the death of a dinosaur, which was sad. It was like a nature documentary, but yeah, I wonder if it's too late for that. That's like me with Sumeru. When I walked into Sumeru and these grass people came in. I want Bennett's outfit, so what can I do? I have to do the event, and I get spoiled. Which also it's also in a way spoiling stuff for Mondstadt too, because I have not met Bennett in the main story yet. And I'm so surprised that he has two dads. It's kind of fun. He's like, oh, my dads. And I'm like, dads? Plural? No way. That's great. Why you keep... It just happens. I'm not doing it on purpose. I just stumble upon it by accident. That's Genshin's fault. That's MiHoYo's fault right there. Not my fault. I didn't do that on purpose. Literally, I just went into Natlin and that was the thing. I just get spoiled. I don't know. Not my fault. Not my fault. I didn't do that. No, not a Saurian, but a different one. It's one of Molani's things, and it's like this bird creature. I don't know. If I can skip it, if I'm hearing that I can skip that, I will be happy because I don't want to do her shit. I'm so confused, and it hurts my brain. They're like, Masa, you have to. I'm gonna ride my boat from this side to this side, and you have to activate these dinosaurs for this event, or else I'm gonna be unhappy, and you won't complete the quest. You have to do it all over again. I'm like, I lucky want to add color to this, but I don't think it'll look great. I think this is, well, okay, I'll think about it. It's kind of too late to put that now. Yes, gay dad. Cry. I wish. He just says dads, and like my brain is just like, I'm like, gay dads. Bennett has 2 dads. Adoption. Missed opportunity. That's a missed opportunity on their part. Anyway, you know what? I feel like I'm going crazy. I feel like I'm literally going crazy. That's what Genshin does to me. I like lose my brain cells a little bit. I should have streamed this. I should have streamed myself doing this Bennett's stupid summer event. What have I been doing? You know what? That's just a sign to me that I don't have to do what I've been doing, and I can leave, and I can move on to other things. Now you're making me question. You know what? I had the same question. What have I been doing? What the fuck have I been doing? I think just like me being in a new place is like fucking me up. Just period. Just like skipping period has like fucked me up. Anyway, I do have to figure this out, whether or not we give Neon a sword or not. He's gonna have an umbrella because he has to, as a vampire. That's sort of like their thing, right? But whether I put a sword inside the umbrella, it's like, oh, do we do that? I gotta complete. I don't know what you're doing. That's a good question. Now I'm not so sure about what I've been doing. It's so hard. So, okay, fine. We can do that because now you're making me really worried that I'm going crazy, insane. I'm so scared now. I'm like, what have I been doing? Where am I in Genshin? It's like day 2 of the summer resort or something. Like after you rest and stuff like that, they're like, "Hey, let's go do stuff." And Mulani's like, "I want to do this adventure thing," and whatever. And like all the characters want to do other stuff, and you can like pick and choose what you do. But either way, like Chaska wants to do something, Bennett wants to do something, Mulani wants to do something. I just happened to do her first because she was the closest thing, and I hate it, and I don't want to do it. I'm scared. I'm so scared now. What have I been doing? What have I been doing? I'm so confused. Yeah. It's legitimately, I am like so fucking confused. Now you're making me worried, and I need help. 1:30 p.m. your time. My time. All right. You know what? Let's do it because I'm so confused now. Okay, then I won't touch Genshin until tomorrow. I wasn't gonna touch it until tomorrow anyway, but I don't know. I was maybe doing it. Yeah, I think I'm part 2 of the story. That's what I think. If I don't need to do part 2 for the skin, then great. That's great. What do I need to do for the skin? I think I need I think I need an explanation. I've never done an event like this, by the way. This is like baby's first Genshin event. Oh, is that what that is? Okay, hold up. Okay, wait. Then maybe we don't. Maybe is that how what I do? I don't fucking know. I'm dying. I'm like, I'm like, did I fuck myself over? What are we doing? What am I? Okay, that makes. Well, what are the 3 minigames? I'm so confused. Oh my god. I'm never doing a Genshin event ever again. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. I'll know for next time. I have to read. I'm so fucking impatient. I like didn't read anything. Okay, I look forward to it. Are we at the 3 hour mark? Oh, we are at the 3 hour mark. Hell yeah. Look at that. Look at our beautiful, beautiful sketch that we'll one day clean up. I think, yeah, this one I will for sure clean up one day. Because I just like the, you know, I just like what we have here. 20 seconds. Ugh. I don't know. Every time I'm like cleaning up and talking at the same time, so I just feel like I'm like going over the same lines and just adding line weight essentially. Three side quests will unlock the mini games. You're not sure which one to go. Okay, I'll have to look because I have no idea. Yeah, I'll have to look. Maybe we'll do it. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe not tonight. Maybe tomorrow. Because I did want to work on concept stuff for this guy, for these guys. Because I didn't do it earlier. Okay, bye, Ollie. We're gonna head out too because we're basically done with the sketch. And I don't. If we're gonna outline this and we're not gonna, or we're gonna work on this another time, then we don't have to add line weight. But yeah, guys. Anything last minute things you want to chat about while I'm here? Yeah, I really like what we did today. Kind of like very different from what I usually draw, but it's great. I love it. I had to get comfortable drawing these two together more often because they're going to be doing a lot of that, so might as well start getting used to it. Let me stretch. Hold up. Came out good? Thank you. Yeah, we did struggle a little bit, but surprisingly, it all came together within 3 hours. Proud of myself. Sketching. Getting faster and better. So tomorrow the stream schedule will be coming out, and I think the schedule will just be the same. I don't know if we're gonna do any gaming this week again, because I get like I'm in a place where I'm just grinding, and I don't want to do that on stream. I'd rather do some drawing and get some work done. So yeah, schedule will come out tomorrow. It'll be the same. Sort of normal-ish, yeah, like again, like Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday streams, all art. We'll be doing OC stuff more, but yeah, just know that it's art. Just know that we're doing more art, and I'm gonna save real quick here too. Oops, I'm on the wrong window. Control S here. Okay, save. Good. Okay, so guys, I hope you had fun watching me sketch and struggle and chat, and yeah, I will see you guys on Tuesday. So yeah, bye everybody. Have a good night, everyone. Stay safe, eat healthy, drink water, sleep well, and all that. Bye bye.